Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a drink. It is time for some PathOfExile discussion. Vaal Side Areas got overhauled and I had a look at them so that you don't need to. These things seem to be really bad. So I allocated the Lucid Dreams cluster, which allows you to craft your Vaal Side Areas and also gives you a little bit more extra chance for Vaal Side Areas to spawn. Had a little bit of a play around with them, and basically the difficulty mods massively outweigh the rewards from them. And that'll become even more clear once we have a look at some of the data mined weights for some of these particular mods. I'll put a link to this spawn table down in the description below, but basically for a single mod, there's 13,402 total in suffixes, there's a little bit under 40,000 in prefixes, so that up to a little bit more than 50,000, and your chance of getting the Ultimatum one is exactly 2. Yes, so 2 in 50,000 mods, which means 1 in 25,000 mods, which is something of the order 1 in 6,000 Vaal Side Areas you encounter in the wild. You're definitely not going to roll trying to chase this, and if you're not rolling, you're never going to see it. That's the chase one. What about the semi-chase ones? Well, we have Vaal Vessel contains an additional Vaal Temple map. That's only 10 times as common. Big deal. Now you can get the Corrupting Tempest, but you can also get this through Alva, and Alva's ones are better because Alva's temple is a big area, whereas the Vaal Side Areas are small, so they're not anything to write home about as well. All the ones related to gems, they're just nothing special. They're sort of okay, nothing great. Vaal Vessel contains a double corrupted unique is nice, but it's much easier to farm a set of Arrogance of the Vaal, the divination card, than it is to roll an Of the Locust Vaal Side Area. So yeah, all in all, the numbers just are really against these. Also, these map mods are fierce. Like, you think you've got things like monsters deal 120 to 160% extra physical as fire. So these are top tier red map mods, but then dialed up to 11. All the payoff is this tiny stuff. Basically, for the moment, Vaal Side Areas are worse than they were in 3.21 based on my small experience with them. I'm going to be unspecking them. I have no interest in looking at them again. There have been 3 unique ones that have been teased, but I don't know anything about how you would go about finding them. I did try scour chancing for one, but if it's not something that you can get in a reasonable number of them, then I'm not going to have this on my Atlas when there's so many juicier things you can have on your Atlas instead. So yeah, disappointing overhaul, but I'm going to leave it there. May your Vaal Orbs have interesting results, more interesting than a Vaal Side Area.